Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Rimworld. It is 9th of April, and I think things have kind of settled down. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Revi still has the plague. He's got 85% immunity and 60% infection, I think is how that's read. Now, the heat wave is still going on, so it's raining, steamy, it's muggy and miserable out there. Plump is doing fine. Niam is doing fine. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, is doing fine except for Shinmira, who still has Psychite withdrawal at 21%. I'm pretty sure the way this works is it has to get all the way up to 100%. And then they either beat their withdrawal or they die from it. I don't know how it works exactly with Psychite. I know in real life there's plenty of drugs that can kill you with the withdrawal. I just don't know if the Psychite does that in this game or not. I guess Shinmira gets to be our little guinea pig when it comes to that. Highly stressed out, not having any fun. Basically stuck drawing water for us. I've got the granite stone oven cooking simple meals, which doesn't take any meat. Which means all of this stuff that I've harvested can actually be turned into real food. So I mean, we've got agave fruit, hay, and a bunch of other stuff kind of just setting around out here. Our tomatoes are ready to harvest. Our tobacco is almost ready. Potatoes are almost there. I probably need to force growing on everyone at some point just to get it done. Or I could turn on numeric priorities. Let's see. Niam. I want you guys to focus on plants first. Fifi, research and therapy are the most important for you. Revi, you are a really good cook. Or you will be once your passion is met. We'll make that one for you. Niam. Actually, Fifi, doctoring. I feel like I need to make all of these at least rank 1 for everyone. I mean, honestly, firefighting, being a patient, being a doctor when you can is pretty important. Not necessarily important if you don't have any passion for it. If you need bed rest, it's important to do it and not put it off. It can cause serious problems with your health otherwise. Flicking. I don't think we're going to have to worry about flicking for quite a while. Wardening. Feed, chat, and recruit with prisoners. Fairly important, I would say. Nyam will make that number 1. Handling, I don't care about. Negotiating, when I tell someone to negotiate, they had damn well better start negotiating. Cooking, that would be Niam's second most important skill. Above drawing water and being a therapist. Shinmira and Fifi are no longer in a relationship. Well, that's not going to help Shinmira's mood at all. Where is it? Hungry, awful barracks. Maybe she doesn't even care about Fifi. Does that hurt her mood? Not yet. It's entirely possible that it'll take a little bit of time to pop in. Also, we're barely able to make enough simple meals to feed everybody. Oh, crap. I noticed it was raining, but I completely forgot about the wooden water boxes finally getting filled up. They get filled up with 15 liters of water that my animals can drink, which means they no longer need to run all the way over here. And actually also my people can drink out of them if they want to, which they probably will because they don't do what I want them to do most of the time. What do we need to build? Since combat survived, let's build a cheese barrel. Do I have enough ebony wood? I don't have enough wood, period, I'm pretty sure. Ready to harvest. Prickly pear. Okay. I'm half tempted just to cut them down. I don't need your food. I need your wood. Persimmon tree. Fuck persimmons. Not interested in them. Whenever I think of something delicious to eat, persimmons is definitely not anywhere on that list. Our tobacco is getting harvested, which that should be enough. So let's replace this. Let's replace tobacco with hops, if I can find it. Provided I have it unlocked. Yeah, hop plant. Okay. That is more than enough tobacco for cigarettes for quite a while. I'm not too particularly worried about it. I do need wood though. We'll make some barrels. We'll start brewing some delicious beer. Chop down the Drago tree. Harvest the wild corn. Maybe we'll make some popcorn. Okay. Hopefully once they get around to it, that's enough wood. It might take a little bit. Revy has 96% immunity. He's got a major infection from the plague, however. I'm pretty sure he should be fine. He's gonna get one more treatment as well, perhaps. I think he's gonna pull through. If I'm reading that correctly, his immunity against it is 97%. I'm sure we'll find out on that too. You guys get to learn some stuff with me throughout this. Yeah, fermenting barrels. Fermenting barrels need to be kept in a temperature controlled room. So honestly, I think in here would be best. We'll build 3 of them. Collins needs treatment. Revy. Apparently Niam is something to take care of him. She's got 11 medicine, so that's good. Immunity 98%. Plague 66%. Okay. Wonderful. Still don't have this torch built. Plump, is that fucking with your head at all? He's got catharsis. It felt good to finally unbottle my feelings after peering into the cave of insect doom. Facing down his own fears. Can't imagine what else he would be doing besides being an absolute idiot. It's either you're an idiot, Plump, or you were staring down your fears and telling the darkness you're not afraid. Which might be stupid as well. Only time will tell. We'll get all of the rest of these fields sown with their wonderful seeds, and I need KT. You really need to focus on crafting. Plump as well. I want you to focus on mining, except when you don't really have a passion for crafting. You do for art, but that's not good. I'm not even entirely sure if sculpting falls under art or if I have to make an art easel. That's probably what it is. I guess he's just gonna be the dwarf. He's gonna be the mine monkey. food, low water. I really do think we're fine with our food. And KT is rolling our first batch of cigarettes. Oh yeah. Tobacco use can produce a dependency. It can be produced without equipment at a crafting spot. It can also give you cancer and various other bad things. Chop that. No, don't chop that cactus. That's food like right inside the base. We don't even have to go anywhere for it. I should protect that stuff a little bit. Let's see. Social drugs. Under the social drugs policy, which I will enable for everyone, they can smoke leave, cigars, cigarettes. We're going to have them use cigarettes for joy. Even if disabled, some characters with specific traits or on mental breaks may use the drug anyways. Yeah. I don't know what determines when they use something for joy. Like, if I was to enable the scheduled, I could make them use it every day. I could make them use it if their mood fell below a specific percent, which maybe I need to do, actually. If your mood is below 45%, and if your joy is below 45%, I'm not sure what the difference is. You need to take 3 to your inventory. Social, oh yeah. Honestly, before doing that, I should do a new policy. Smoking daily is what will make this, and we'll assign it to sad people. We'll give them a couple things. They will be able to use beer for joy, mead for joy, smoke leaf joints for joy, crude smoke leaf joints. Somebody didn't know how to roll whenever they made those. Cigars, cigarettes, hot tea and hot cocoa, and Spectigo tea, which they will be able to take every day if their mood is below 50% and their joy is below 50%. You can take 2 to your inventory. I don't think Spectigo tea goes bad. It's also healthy for them. We'll be making a ton of it at some point. And cigarettes. 1 a day, every day. If your mood is below 60 and your joy is below 60. And I want them to take 5 to their inventory. So, Shinmira and Revi, you're getting put on the smoking daily drug policy. You'll also get all the booze you want once we start fermenting it up there. Plump's got his shit pulled together for now, so he doesn't have to smoke. This is your punishment. You will smoke. You will smoke until you're happy, soldier. Do you hear me? It's the 9th of April, folks. It's 11 o'clock and all of the colonists are going to be retiring soon. Revi has developed an immunity against the plague. His whole body has it. We don't have to worry about him dying. We're almost done with this next crappy research tree. I'm going to continue to call it a research tree, but we're almost done with the next branch on this research tree. So we can move on to the next project, which hopefully one of these days will give me better ways to cook food. I need to be able to make hobo stew. I'll see you guys in well, whenever something happens. We're on cruise control right now, as Revi plays Hoopstone, thanking the gods that he didn't die from the plague that mysteriously showed up from nowhere. I don't know if I trust you to cook all the food for us, Revi. Well, hello gang, and welcome back. It's still the 10th of April, May 5500, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Refugee has been chased here. A digger named Konga Kai calls to us from nearby. She's being chased by lost soldiers from the 13th Infantry Division. She begs for safety and offers to join the colony. Biologically, she's 26 years old. By accepting to help her, we will have to fight people off. And generally, I would really weigh the pros and cons of this, but she is Niam's daughter. So we're going to offer her safety. Konga Digger. She doesn't even have the decency to start with a weapon. Well, I have a bad feeling about this. Cover from gunfire, 50% cover. We're going to be sieged or raided at some point. Probably really soon before she even makes it to the base. These enemies don't generally wait around. I wish I had time to send her over here to collect this bow. What are your skills? Are you even worth the hassle that we're going to go through? There's the raid. Masochist, chemical fascination, animal friend. She's a night owl, which we kind of need. Konga Kai, you are going to be somebody who has had numerous characters throughout my playlists, and probably always will. You're going to be raid soft. And a group of lost soldiers has arrived. A guy named Fawn who has an old-fashioned rifle. We actually really lucked out there. Everybody, wake up. Fifi, hide behind the tree to be a medic. And who else doesn't have a weapon? I know somebody doesn't. And Niam, you wait there. Raid soft. Also, you wait back there. I'm kind of terrified. Actually, Fifi, sorry. I want you to stay there. Only people with bows approach the front, please. Fawn. What are your skills? How good are you? Really good at shooting. That's not great. It's not great news for us. 26 years old. Tina Fawn Fiddler. And I need to get these rocks out of here because that provides him with a shit ton of cover. I wasn't actually expecting to be raided at this point. We opened fire with our bows. Oh, God. Dead. Right clavicle, right shoulder, left arm, left radius. I'm going to guess it pierced him through his arms or something. Wow. Okay. It could have been a lot worse. Who has really good shooting that's not an old woman with dementia? Nobody. KT. Okay. Drop your great bow and equip the rifle. Somebody needs to go strip him. Everybody can stand down. In fact, KT, strip Fawn. Didn't really have anything. Okay, you can stand down. Actually, where are you going? Consuming Vegemush. Why don't you haul some of this gear first? Shinmira, even though you're really slow, haul the pants. Oh, cool. KT also decided to haul the body to the dumping grounds here. Wonderful. So I don't have any graves built. You know what I should build? Forget the graves. I do have this. A Metatrain table. This can be used to dissect corpses. Let's put it right here, because why not? Niam, can you build that? No. Revi. High on nicotine. Great. Just what we needed. As soon as Shinmira drops the pants right there, I want you to finish. I want you to build that meta table. I hate corpses in this game. I hate the fact that you have to build graves for them and bury them and take up valuable real estate. Whenever I would much rather just cremate them or turn them into fertilizer. Unfortunately, I don't have the Soylent Green mod. I don't have one where I can cremate them. I just have the meta train table, which might be a little bit too advanced for us since we are tribals, but whatever. We're curious about the human body and we're not complete Neanderthals. We've been slaves for quite some time, but you know, we know a little bit about the world. A lot of our research is just reaffirming what we thought we knew and learning more details about it. Coming up with new ways to properly utilize it. Niam, I know you need weapons. I know that there is a crossbow out there. Go equip that. Oh wait, are you not going to because I have it forbidden? Okay. We can deal with that pretty easy. Tobacco leaves. That's right. Raid soft. You actually need to haul these tobacco leaves. Shinmira. You too. What? A local gazelle has gone mad. At least it was just one. You know what? This is actually kind of terrifying. Everybody, please head up here. Raid soft, you don't even have a weapon. Fifi, get out of here. Niam, equip that bow. And KT, please get over the wall. Wait! They're already shooting. I heard it. I heard the shot. The bow twang heard around the world. Niam, move up. Okay. Mad gazelle. Here you go. One mad animal terrifies me. Again, I've seen animals gore people to death that they had no right goring to death. It dodges a hell of arrows and gunfire. Wonderful. Plump. You don't have a good enough melee skill. Shinmira, you don't have a good enough melee skill to cut its throat. Revi, do you? Yes. Good job. He takes the gazelle that came to us to offer itself to the butchering table so that we might not let any of its essence go to waste and upset the gods. Raid soft, I want you to haul tobacco leaves. Haul everything! Bring it all inside the storage. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with this mysterious artifact. If I hit B and it brings forth a bunch of cyborgs, I'm screwed. If it brings forth a bunch of mechanoids, giant armored centipedes, I'm screwed. Really, I can just see like a dozen different ways for me to be screwed. And not a whole lot of ways for me to get anything good from it. Look, Grandma Slowpoke, when I say tidy up the tobacco, I mean tidy up all of the tobacco. At some point, maybe whenever we get 1 or 2 more people, somebody is going to be the cleaning bitch who does nothing but run around cleaning, and the other person is going to be the hauling bitch who does nothing but run around hauling stuff. I absolutely have to have my stockpiles tidied up. And why did you do that? Why didn't you just take all of it? I guess it's possible that she can't hold that much. Hey. We're almost done. That freed up like 7 or 8 spots in our stockpile. Gazelle meat expires in a day. Food supplies are so pitiful. They shouldn't be. Shinmira. All the tomatoes. Raid soft. All these tomatoes. What I really need to do is set maybe a food stockpile in here so whoever's cooking barely has to go anywhere. I'm gonna tear this slate grill apart. I'm gonna disassemble it as soon as I can. I want my supplies back. It's completely useless. I need a lot more blocks. Basically, right now, it's just a waiting game. Niam, you're missing a sidearm? I don't care. It's a waiting game to see if... A, if Shinmira is gonna die when her psychite addiction ends. B, if Grammy, wherever she is here, if Grammy is gonna get dementia and forget who all of us are, even though she's got catharsis now. It's always a plus. Is anybody gonna build this? What am I missing? Wood. Of course, wood. Fuck it. Cut all of this wood down. I don't want a single cactus left. Plant cutting, it's pretty high. Okay. It's the 10th of April, 6 o'clock in the evening. There's not a whole lot going on right now. I'm trying to keep the food supplies caught up, which we're not able to do. Revi is giving it his best, trying to cook simple meals, but he can't keep up with the demand. I may actually need to build another granite stone oven at some point, god damn it. But you know what, we're gonna be in trouble there too, because I'm probably gonna run out of fuel at some point and not have enough wood for it. It's just a waiting game, folks. Oh, well, hello and welcome back, folks. It's the 11th of April, 10 o'clock at night, and a chunk of spacecraft has fallen fairly close to the base, as a matter of fact. We can just deconstruct that for scrap metal, I mean components, and for steel, which is basically scrap metal. Everybody has pretty much just been doing their thing. Mining is going along good. We have more than enough food, 361 potatoes and 54 tomatoes at this point. All we need now is the ability for our cooks to actually do something with it. You know what, it might help if I get that out of the way, so people aren't slowing down every time they step over that. We busted up all of these stones, amazingly enough. We have 160 granite blocks. So... the only problem with building a smoker is that I do not actually have that much meat. I think I'll build a granite stove. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, a gazelle's still self-tamed. So I have brought it into the animal fold. There it is. Sleeping, staring up at the sky, making eye contact with us, which is kind of creepy. No, we actually have one colonist without a bed right now. It is raid soft. Low food, low water. Still debating about what I should do in terms of his bedroom. I can't fit another bed in here. You know what? Maybe I can. Screw it. What harm would it possibly do? We'll just throw another sleeping spot right there. Everybody can sleep in there packed like sardines. It's safer that way. Raid Soft, you can go down here and go to bed. He begins to drink water from the wooden box. In fact, maybe I should just assign this to you so you know. Raid Soft, you now have a bed. You don't own the whole bedroom. It's an awful barracks with a negative 23 rating. Wow. Let's see, how are we doing on leather? We have a mishmash of crap, which means we can't really craft anything with it. Our medical supplies are good. Our cigarette supply is good. The slavers had a decent amount of silver, which is how we ended up with that much. Plenty of tobacco. Plenty of blocks. For some reason, a granite chunk. I think once we get this built and I have 2 people focusing on cooking, my next task is going to be to clear the rocks out here. I absolutely have to get rid of them. Enemies are going to end up using them for cover the same way we use these earthen mounds, which will completely negate the entire effect of this bulkhead. I need an open field for an open view of fire. I need to be able to rain down arrows on them and force them to charge me head on, because we just become more deadly as they charge us. Still plenty of plants to cut down for wood that hopefully will get hauled into here. Shinmira, can you work on the granite oven? That would be simply wonderful. Also, if you could tear down the slate grill at any point. The granite milling stone. Got enough granite blocks for that now, too. So with any luck, maybe we'll knock some of this out. The fermenting barrels. I don't have anyone with construction turned on, do I? Huh. I kind of figured that was the problem. We'll set that to 2. Everybody who can construct should be constructing, basically. Except for Shinmira. And Revi. And a couple other people, but whatever, you get the point. Construction is important. When we need something built, it really needs to be built. Shinmira and Plump are still close to having more nervous breakdowns. We'll deal with that at some point. They shouldn't be getting their sleep disturbed anymore, but it's possible that they're sleeping so close now that I'm not going to have any choice. Maybe just opening the door and entering the room is enough to disturb their sleep. Either way, it's the 12th of April, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's raining. And really, things are going quite well. I'm slightly shocked. Well, a couple things have happened. It is the 12th of April, and we finished basic prosthetics. We're now working on clearing water. And Raidsoft decided he needed a nicotine binge. He's been chain smoking cigarettes back to back as he paces around the housing area. It has finally stopped raining. Our water boxes are full, thankfully for the animals. And I noticed that the colonists will actually drink out of these things. If it's closer than going all the way to the well or getting water, they'll stick their face in the same water trough that the gazelle and the rat does. I'm not gonna judge them. They can do what they can drink where they want. An escape capsule of an unknown design has crashed nearby, and it started a fire. These things are fucking dangerous too. I've opened these things before. They could be filled with who knows what. It's generally not good what they're filled with. I'm just gonna let the fire burn. I'm also not gonna open that thing just yet. I have a bad feeling about it. I don't have a room for prisoners anyways if it is somebody bad. I have as many people as possible set to cook. Everyone except a Raidsoft. couple people have other better priorities to take care of, but basically I want these two stoves running 24/7. I'm sick and tired of running out of veggie mush. Shinmira is about ready to fuck snap. Even though she's kind of getting used to it. It seems like. She's been down this dark, depressing road many times before. Hey, we've got a bunch of cotton. Finished as well. Raidsoft has gotten food poisoning from veggie mush. Wonderful. Let's build some doors. We're gonna seal this off. I may look into just throwing in a bunch of sleeping bags. No, I can't. I can't put sleeping bags in here because they'll be disturbed whenever somebody comes in and starts mining. Oh, the difficulties of not having proper bedrooms. I could always build a quick housing area out here with small bedrooms. Like 2x4s or something. Everybody's getting poisoned from Vegemush. Do you guys... Well, I was gonna say do you wash your hands, but then I remembered you do clean yourselves out of a wooden wash bucket. A bucket of filthy water used for washing. With a dirty poop towel slopped over the side. Let's get a real close look at that. It's disgusting. At some point I'll build walls between this so people don't have to see each other. It's not that big of a deal right now. Shinmira, please. You ate a tomato and it made you sad. It was sort of tasty, but it wasn't anything like a proper meal. You know what? One of the quick things I could do, and this will kind of slow things down. Let us get... Where is it? Do I have any really cheap... A freak localized lightning storm is striking a small area with lightning. This can cause massive fires. I don't care if it's striking over there. Got more important things to worry about. I need to make a table. That's 50 wood. Ugh. I don't know if that's good. 3x3 is probably a bit too big. A 2x4 table, a 2x2, or a 1x2 table. A 1x2 I could fit in here. People be able to quickly and easily eat their food. Place it there. A stool on each side. Place their food down and they can eat in here. Raidsoft, if you would. You won't. It's good to know. KT. You know, don't tell me I'm gonna have to build these things. Okay. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. I really didn't want to do this because it's a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure it takes even longer. We'll make it out of granite. I'll even make my stool. My stool's is out of that granite is. Got 169 blocks of it, so that should be good enough. I need to be doing every little thing I can to boost everybody's mood just a smidgen. My birch trees are 29% grown. At the most. Jesus. And only 11% grown at the least. Oh yeah, I didn't ever plant this place. I'm gonna regret this. Because it's a creepy sound, but it's gonna take them forever to plant this, and they're gonna have to move all of these stones. Don't plant potatoes. I want you to plant more birch trees. I'm telling you, wood is going to be... It's going to be more valuable than gold here. Without wood, I can't cook. Without wood, I don't have lights. probably other stuff that I need wood for that I can't think about right now. Cued. Drawing water from the underground. Well, you're being a psycho right now. Chain smoking cigarettes inside all day, trying to give everybody else secondhand cancer. Shinmira wakes up. Decides that she needs some veggie mush for breakfast. It's not the best breakfast, but it's better than nothing. What else do you need? You need to use all of this stuff. And then I'm gonna... Shinmira's gotten food poisoning as well. Great. I'm gonna have her probably haul all of this stuff somewhere. Drinking raw water. Water that's never been filtered. Isn't raw water an actual thing now among some retarded people? Where they like sneak onto farmers' lands and stuff and bottle the water fresh from the cow pond where cows are shitting or streams are barely running. Then they sell it as raw water. Was that an Onion article? Step away from the colony a minute. Since raw water was brought up, you know, I gotta question it. Raidsoft is no longer binging on nicotine. He's thirsty and tired, though. Yes, I know, this barracks is horrible. You know, I'm gonna have to build. I don't want to build, but I'm gonna have to build. I'm not gonna have enough resources to build, so I can't build. But I need to build. I need to build rooms. This barracks situation is untenable. And I'm worried that at some point someone is actually going to snap and murder somebody else. Gouge their eye out or some other horrible thing. Can anybody finish the barrels? I like how Shinmira is just throwing the cloth around, not even attempting to stack it. Need wood for that. You know what? I love doing this and screwing things up. We've got plenty of veggie mush. I want everyone on plant cutting. Let's get these cactuses. Let's get these trees cut down. Let's get some of these wooden projects finished, please. Raidsoft goes in and crashes on the floor, blocking everyone into the room. He'll probably be kicked at least 4 times. Neon can't even lift her legs high enough to get over Raidsoft. She accidentally steps directly on his head. Disturbed sleep from it. Revi comes through, steps on his head again, kicks his ear as he steps over him. Disturbed sleep times 2. He's a very unhappy man. Even the gazelle has to get in on the action. Maybe the gazelle was graceful enough to actually clear him without disturbing him. Oh man. I'm not entirely sure who's going to listen to me and who's not going to listen to me, and who I'm just going to have to click on and force them to go cut stuff down. Plump will never do plant cutting. He says screw you. Beefy, I always forget you, but you should definitely just be focusing on research. No fun allowed. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Back to your research bench with you. KT, you can drink out of the animal trough after you cut down a cactus. I want these cactus cut down by noon. Do you hear me? If you guys want to make me start getting all micromanaging. At some point, I'm gonna sit down and take a really long, hard look, probably off screen, at my work menu there, probably after this video, and get that work menu hammered out. I need people to be specialists, so that somebody is always cutting down trees, somebody is always cooking meals, somebody is always mining, one person will always be crafting. This poor guy. Everybody sees his body too, and I'm sure that's a negative. Is it not? Is it not negative to see a rotting, disgusting corpse? Shinmira is about to break again. That freaking psychite withdrawal. 35% withdrawal now. Shinmira, I've got you on smoking daily. Does not seem to be helping her. You need me to up your smoking allowance to maybe a pack a day instead of just one. One puff on the old Kansas stick is a reminder of me imminent death, and a dance with the Grim Reaper simply ain't good enough. I need that reminder at least once an hour, maybe twice an hour. Niam, congratulations on cutting that stuff down, but you got one more to cut down. Tons of ebony wood. All of the rainbow petals in the world, which are probably going to go to waste before I can actually do anything with them. Let's go ahead and build a wall torch. Because why not? Place it on the wall there. Provided I have enough wood, I should. But you never know. Rhino, you've been standing there forever, attempting to go to the drinking area. I think once I save it and restart the game, the Rhino will move. I've actually noticed that on my previous game. Occasionally some animals just stop moving. Their food and water still go down, although a lot more slowly. And they just stand there. They will not, however, passively stand there and let you brutally murder them. Shut up, elephants. As much as I would like them to freeze up and be a free source of food, they are not. Well, we've still got one wild devil strand there. The one that's behind that cactus is gone. And Revy has gotten food poisoning from drinking out of the water box. You know, there's raw water there. Could always use that. Shinmira, can you just tidy some stuff up? I know Revy won't do any hauling. Plump is too damn good for hauling. KT, you'll tidy up. Wait! Quit running over there so quick. In fact, you're under house arrest, KT. I want to test this out. Maybe I can get KT trapped in here to organize or to focus on things here. That's a good plan, actually. So, okay. I could make a house arrest that had here and here. So I could get somebody who would only focus on the tasks that it had resources for in the home area. Animals also, seriously. I'm tired of them coming into the house. It's bothering me for some reason. I know it shouldn't. But what do you think this is? A barn? Especially a Komodo dragon. Come on, do you know how many germs those things have? Get out of here. I really went overboard. The amount of space those things could have to run around in. Okay, that is a good way to get them to focus on something really quick without me having to micromanage them. And then once it says that KT is idle, I will change her so she can run around and do whatever the heck she wants. We are currently researching... What are we researching? Basic traps? That can't be it. I feel like I should see one that has just a little small section of the bar filled up. What are we researching? What am I researching, game? Seriously. I'm sure that I'm being dense right now. And I'll facepalm if I see what I've done later on in the video. Okay. I'm just gonna have Fifi focus on basic traps right there, which she might be already focusing on. That one might have been correct. There's actually 2 information blocks there. Allows you to build a water purifier and the basics of trap building. There's 1 tier for Neolithic and 1 tier for Medieval. I'm going to assume that's a glitch. Which is interesting. Leads to water filter. Okay. Shouldn't take too long to finish. Shinmira is upset. Fifi's upset. KT is upset. Awful barracks. Not a combat master. I should be together with my bonded animal. Oh, not combat's master. Okay. Combat. I don't remember how to change this. Your master is KT, and Fifi still gets to keep the Komodo dragon. It'd be rude not to. I think we'll also train it to release. Since she's a pacifist, a Komodo dragon might be able to save her from a random monster. Can you haul anything? Yeah, haul some of this wood in. God damn it. KT also... You've got unrestricted free range to roam now. Don't let me down. Visitors have arrived at Purple Cap from W. They're afraid to enter my territory for the following reasons. Because we have insects here. What if we ensure their safety? A group from Hadalum are visiting the colony. One of the visitors, Marjot, is the leader of the faction. Oh my gosh. Just don't be a dumbass and run over here to get a drink of water. And you guys should be fine. In fact, let me see. Marriage spot, party spot, caravan packing spot, trading spot. Let me put the trading spot out there, and I don't think I have a spot for visitors, unfortunately. Animal sleeping spots. A double sleeping spot. It is not comfortable, but I'm going to assume it would be better than nothing for some of these couples that want to get it on and they're tired of being alone. While I'm thinking here, let's see. Slate blocks, I've got 190. Go ahead and wall this in. I may end up throwing some beds in here, primarily for guests. Let's see. Sleeping spot. Raid soft. Guest. 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 Everybody gets a bed. All of the visitors are welcome to sleep on the hard chunks of granite and the dirty floor. Oh, I forgot that Raid Soft had a bed there. You know what? Deconstruct that one. Maybe it'll be better if we don't have somebody sleeping directly in the doorway. Marjot the scientist is their leader. No guest beds? What do you mean no guest beds? I've totally got guest beds. These are guest beds. Haven't you ever seen guest beds before? Well, this video has almost gone on for an hour. It's the 13th of April, almost the 14th. It'll be midnight soon. And we've got our first visitors. Marjot from W, wherever the hell that is. Had a brief chat with one of their buddies. Female town councilman of Hatalum, 71 years old. Very intellectual, good at punching things, and good at healing. I'm probably not going to try to entertain these people. They're not going to be happy with us. But quite frankly, I'm just glad they didn't come in with guns blazing. Whenever we return, we'll see if there's anything we can do, maybe, to cheer them up before they leave. If you make visitors happy, sometimes they'll leave you stuff. And if you chat them up just right, sometimes you can get people to join you.